I was right in the middle of my my coffee. Final bite of my toast. And then that's when the music ends. I was there the day the music died. Bye bye, Miss American Pie. I drove a Chevy to the levee till the levee was dry. Etc. etc. Oh man. Hello and good morning to everyone. How are you doing? Greetings, Eli, Doomsday, Sons of Five. Thank you so much for celebrating that continued large 3-month gift subscription. And a big thank you to Cooler for having given it, though I don't think that they're here right now. Morning? Yes, it is a morning, isn't it? It is quite the morning. How you doing there, NB? Greetings and welcome to the stream. Right, I can take this spoon out of my mug. That was the thing that I wasn't able to do because the music suddenly stopped on me. Oh, you are here, Cooler. Hello, greetings, welcome. We. We'll get to what you're asking questions about soon enough, Eli. I promise. Okay, how are y'all? Man, I woke up, and what I typically do whenever I wake up is I grab my phone, I turn it on, and I do the exact thing that you should never do. Start browsing social media first thing in the morning. What I specifically do is I turn off the blue light filter. If you know anything about what a blue light filter is, I turn off the blue light filter and I start scrolling social media in this blazingly bright, black text on a white background. And it's like I'm hopeful that does something to wake me up. You could ask Tev about this. Like whenever I wake up, I will lie in bed. I will just lie in bed after I wake up, and I will not get up right away. Tev is the exact opposite. Like, the alarm goes off, we have to be somewhere, or whatever, like, there's something to get done today. She'll hit that alarm, and she'll just get up. She will just straight get up on the first try. No effort required, seemingly, from where I sit. And I am just fully incapable of that. William, what would you do if I named the most worthless dwarf in my dwarf fortress after? Give you a very confused thank you, I think. That's the most I can offer. I know this is not for me, but it was too good not to say Doopy. Doopy. God. Well, Snow White and, what was it, the Seven Dwarves? Dopey. Okay, yes. Okay. I was reading it and I was like, I feel like this is something that I recognize, and it's from Snow White. Hello, Richard. You have arrived on my side once more. Were you looking for additional kibble? You're looking at the bowl enough. Alrighty. Kitty time? Maybe. You don't seem interested in the kibble. Alright, well. Guess I'll take it back. Alright. Yep, there you go. Oh, you are a happy boy. He's claws out already. He's having a good time.
Ooh la la.
Oh, look at that. Hey, Cooler, thank you so much for gifting that subscription to Eli. Hello, Bridget. How are you doing? Yeah. Oh, yes, you're gonna put holes in my tummy. My God, this boy. Hello, Bridget. Hello, Bridget. When he wants lap time, man. When he wants lap time. Well, chat, I hope that your weekend went relatively well. Honestly, pretty good weekend on my part. Enjoyed the time that I got off. Obviously, it's never long enough, but it was nice. How cheeky. How cheeky of a response, Cooler. So I think the best thing was that we just got a bunch of rainstorms, you know? I pulled out the weighted blanket yesterday and the cat has been very happy. Woo! Oh! Careful with your back paws there, buddy. They're awfully close to the old jewels. Jeez. Oh. Cute shirt. I was confused. I was like, does it seem like I'm wearing it? Okay. Yep. No. Ratchet. No. If you need to do that, you're getting off me. Golly. Oh, no, NB. That's such a rude thing to say. Okay. Suddenly, his ears are bothering him again. Here's to hoping that he doesn't have another raging yeast infection coming back in a month's time or whatever. All right. Let's go ahead and launch this game, shall we? Come on, get down. Mm-hmm. Whoop. And then game capture. All right, there we go. Okay, we have begun. Loading. How long could this possibly take? Oh my God. Twitch, go home. You're drunk. You're starting a hype train at the wrong moment. Okay. Okay. Time to play The Witness. Oh. So simple. Okay. Beautiful. Oh, beautiful. Oh, yeah. I love playing The Witness. Okay, so it's giving me a whole bunch of cables.
Ooh la la.
That's cool. Oh, look at that. I turned the cable on. Oh, this is brilliance. Pure brilliance. What do we have here?
Kubla Khan received an ornate letter signed by Marco Polo. In Madrid, city of lost things, no item remains where it was set. If one drops his key in the dirt, he may never re-enter his home, and even if he manages to stoop and recover the key, he may rise to find a tulip garden where his house once stood. In complementary fashion, things lost by others are forever turning up. A pocket watch on a coffee table, a fond memory in your recollection. I even know of a prince who turned up in a prison cell. When he appealed to the guards for his release, he failed to find the crown on his head, and when he was asked his name, he searched his thoughts, but could not find it. Indeed, the only hope now for the release of this prince of Spain is for you to send back 300 ducats for his release. Of course, he will reward you handsomely once he is out. Yours truly, Marco. Kubla Khan cocked an eyebrow and declared before his court,
Oh my
"Hey
god.
everyone, looks like we're about to get ripped off by the guy who traded gold for paper." The court erupted in booming laughter. Italo Calvino, Invisible Cities 2, this time it's visible.
Oh my god, why? What is going on with the menu? And be gifted a tier 1 sub to Squeamister. Thank you very much for that, and Squeamister, I hope you enjoy the subscription. Oh my god, even the menu is a mess. Oh jeez. Did you hear that, like, absolutely inspirational deep narrative? Such exceptionally inspirational and deep narrative that they had there. That's the best world building ever. Oh, this is why I love The Witness. The heck am I supposed to do with this? It just comes right over to the chessboard, doesn't it? Do not come in. Thank you for understanding. It's not letting me in. Maybe I am supposed to do something there. Not entirely certain. Oh, hey, look! A hint!
You can do it.
What would you do with 12 big chests of smelted copper block in Minecraft? Lots and lots of roof work, that's for certain.
I believe in you. This is all you. Yeah, keep trying.
This sounds like this sounds like someone who was a voice in Abiotic Factor.
Yeah, there's a trick to it, but you've got it. Yeah, maybe you can't do it. Maybe you're weak. Maybe you're stupid. You should be embarrassed, but you keep crawling back like a mewling calf at my chafing teat. Pathetic.
Oh my god.
You can do it.
Scratch out do not. There we go. Nope, didn't work. Thank you very much for the contributions, everyone. It was nice to get the support. I hope that you all enjoy the stream. Ah, beautiful. I've never seen a better example of puzzle making in my life. Oh my word. The Witness is such a good game.
Wow. Hello.
What on earth is all of this? Panels that go to the back? Oh no.
Through many births, I have wandered on and on, searching for, but never finding, a better deal than 0% APR on certified pre-owned vehicles. For trucks tougher than a drunk Marine, come to Mike's Pre-Owned, where we do the things that get things done.
What on earth? Oh my god. Oh. Oh. Do you see the whole point here? Wait a minute. Dexter Boy Genius? Oh no. Oh no. Dexter Boy Genius. Alright. I haven't seen Dexter in so long. Let's see how good I can get at it. Do not worry. I know exactly what I am doing. Do you see this? It is only through exceptional ability that I can do this. I know that I am not doing that good of a job. Omelette du fromage.
Beep.
I
Beep. 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 You're right there. I mean, beep. 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 Beep.
I'm doing my best.
Beep. 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 Come on. Beep. 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 Yes, beep. 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 Yes. Beep. Beep. You're so close. Beep. Beep. You're right there. Beep. You're right there. I mean beep. Beep. Come on. Beep. 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 Yes, beep. 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 Yes. Beep. Beep.
I do not know what I am doing.
Beep. 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 Beep.
This has no
Beep.
business.
You're so close. Beep. Beep.
This has no business being so
Beep.
funny.
You're right there. Beep. You're right there. I mean beep. 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 Come on. Beep.
What do they want
Beep.
out of me?
Beep. Beep.
Didi, you are so ridiculous. I am a master of the puzzles.
Beep.
I like how this is turned into just
Beep.
a really pathetic
Beep.
French accent.
Beep. Beep.
Oh my god.
Beep. 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 Yes, beep. 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 Yes. Beep. 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 You're so close. Beep. Beep. You're right there. Beep. Beep.
Why have I decided to do this to myself today? I'm slowly losing my mind.
Beep. 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 Beep.
Oh my god. Right. Ah, yes. The most troubling type of puzzle that you will ever see in your life. Something that requires you to draw a line across a graph. I could use a hint.
I believe in you.
Alright, that was affirmation, not a... Where did they want me to go? What are they expecting of me? Hello? Why is Dexter French? I do not know. I don't have a very good memory. For how his voice was supposed to sound. Okay. Omelette du fromage. am uncertain that this is the right thing to do. Did he? This is not the time to be challenging me. Expensive, do not scratch, thank you. We are on our way. Do not worry. I am experiencing the absolute pinnacle of creative storytelling.
Imagine gravity is fractal, because light is just a wave and gravity is just a wave. So imagine there's a big piece of glass that splits up gravity like a prism, so that there's like blue gravity and yellow gravity, and then somebody gets hit by the red gravity, and it makes them super heavy, so they have super strength, but like they're also really slow. And another guy gets hit by microwave gravity, so he's trying to zap everybody, and just when he's about to zap the main guy, we see a lady come out, and she turns out to be Ultraviolet Girl, and she has super speed, so she beats him. And it, like, also gave her giant cans. Thomas Pynchon, Gravity's Rainbow.
I wish I could be as philosophical. Yes, beautifully philosophical. You should be cheeky. He could say only omelette du fromage for an episode. Omelette du fromage. Giant cans, yes. Do we not enjoy giant cans? You probably do, right, chat? You seem to be interested, NB. You have just repeated the phrase. Or rather, the term. Alright. That is the entirety of the accent. Honk. Nothing like big bad mammies, you know? Big old wonderful cans.
That's very original. It just needs more red, I think. Try adding some more stuff. Minimalism is a neoliberal crutch. You need to paint more. You are so repressed, it's almost cool. But please add more. Leaving that much blank space on the canvas makes you look like a serial killer. Add more paint. It needs more color. You need to add more paint. It needs more color. You need to add more paint. Having paint at the edge of the canvas makes you look desperate. Try again.
Oh, for
I like it, but it's also kind of too red. Could you, draw less? It needs more color.
it looks like I can't choose a different color. Okay.
No, try putting some more loops on it.
I don't understand. We'll take that door in a moment. Don't worry, like, oh man, The Witness is such a good game.
The notion of two realities is uncomfortable, and in recent decades a genuine effort has been made to find the link between quantum and classical, so that we can have a single reality whose laws and rules are united at some deeper level. This brings us back to prayers. Let's say that a prayer is a classical event, or feels like one. You, a unique individual, have a particular request, which you voice in words that no one else is speaking at that instant. What if this classical event gets processed at a non-local level? The notion isn't far-fetched, because it seems that the mind-body link does consist of fluctuations at the quantum level. If this is so, then any thought, not just a prayer, has quantum implications. Deepak Chopra, A Spiritual Mystery. Does God Listen to Prayers? Part 2.
Well, this won't activate. All right, my friends. The answers lie just immediately before us. What if we do... Ooh. No? Is this like end-to-end encryption? Oh, it's a boat. We can leave. We can totally leave now, right? We don't have to witness any of this anymore.
A ship owner was about to send to sea a venerable old ship. He knew that her barnacled hull, however, had often needed repairs, and doubts were suggested to him that possibly she was not seaworthy. The conscientious old captain thought at once to have her thoroughly refitted, even though it should put him at great expense. Before the ship sailed, however, he managed to stifle these bothersome misgivings, and said to himself that she had gone safely through so many voyages that it was idle to suppose that this trip should be any different. He put his trust in Providence, and banished from his mind all ungenerous suspicions about the honesty of the ship's builders, and in such ways he acquired a sincere and comfortable conviction that his vessel was altogether safe and seaworthy. He watched her departure with a light heart, encouraging the crew to dream of the profits that this voyage would return. And he got his insurance money when she went down in mid-ocean and told no tales. What shall we say of him? Surely this, that his belief in the safety of his ship was justified because it was grounded in repeated practical experimentation rather than the hubris of rationalistic a priori belief. It is admitted that he put his confidence in the builders of this vessel, but even this confidence was misplaced, for these were the selfsame charlatans who sought to sell him gratuitous repairs later on, and Big Ship is always trying to get one over on the little guy. Further, we may see that the ship is religion, and the shipwright is Richard Dawkins. The crewmates are empiricism, and the barnacles are Neoplatonism, and the captain of that ship was Albert Einstein. What the hell was I talking about?
Neo-patriotism. Oh my word. Whoa! Oh, I see. Blow it up. Blow it up real good. Oh, yeah. Sink all the ships. Neoplatonism is a mystical and religious school of philosophy that emerged in the 3rd century AD based on the teachings of Plato. It posits that all reality emanates from a single supreme source known as the One. The emphasis and emphasizes the soul's spiritual ascent back into the divine origin. Well, that's certainly a thought. Oh my god, can I do this? Looks like I can. Did I just hear a door open? I think I did. Was this the door that opened? Snack? It is playing games with me here, man. I have to be mindful of how many pixels I have to work with here. God. I'm running out of space. Oh, I did it. Woohoo! Look at that. Is the guy gonna beep again? No, I don't think he's interested in beeping again. Oh, hot damn. It's a freaking shortcut back to the courtyard. That's so nice to see. Where does this take me? Goes out of a window. I can't do anything about that. Did I miss anything back here? Ooh, this one's open. Ponytail. Thanks a lot, Mac Edition. Game start. Shit. I don't know how to feel about a lot of this. What have I done? Oh god. Oh god. This one is a lot harder. Oh no. No. Do you see this? Who could ever think that this game isn't like a masterclass in storytelling? Just an utter and complete piss take on Braid. Oh. The time rewind feature. Oh my god. What the hell is going on? This seems awfully familiar. It's been incorrectly aligned. Oh. What is... It's unfolding something. Oh, it's a mirror. Okay. We'll realign that. It's still wrong. Oh. Okay. Jesus. It shot a laser. At the solar panel, so it's working now. It's working. Okay. So you want me to get to the other side of the maze puzzle thing? Okay, Just touch all of them, I guess. See if that gets me whatever it's supposed to do. No one ever said any of this had to be sensible. You see this? Look at me. I am now the puzzle master. What does it want me to do? Hey, there are boobies on the rug. Look at that. Just touch the yellow ones then. Okay, not that. We'll touch just the pink ones then. Oh. Try once more, just touching the moon. Alright, we'll touch the yellow and the purple ones. Well, now I don't know what they want. Bonk. What are you bonking for? I haven't done anything. I haven't done anything to justify a bonk. Okay, we'll touch the yellow and the moon. Touch all the yellow and the moon. Did that not connect? Okay. Touch just the pink in the moon. What makes someone bonkable? Think it's their demeanor? Like their proclivity for, Okay, now I'm just out of ideas. What do they want me to do?
Hello? Hello?
A bit of bunkability, a bit of just how they look. Just bonk the tip, just the tip.
Wahoo!
God. We still haven't hit all the buttons on this thing. Can I go down? Here we go. Oh, this is done. Okay. Wait a minute. This went through and it got me another shortcut? Yeah, it did. Okay. I still have no clue what it is they want me to do here, but that was where I started, I think? Yeah, I started here. What do they want me to do? Oh, I am witnessing the beauty of this game. You see this? God. You're a looker, all right. Hello, Surge World. Oh, my word. How are you doing? Greetings and welcome to the stream. hell's going on? What? What? Ah. Go. Have you considered drawing a penis? I'm doing all right. How's the game going? The game is going fine. I think it's gotten to a part where it's started to do some actual puzzle things, and it's a little bit less humorous at the moment. Which is a bit of a shame. I have to actually solve a puzzle as opposed to just get a whole bunch of jokes, which is exactly what I was searching for. Well, there we go.
You can only get good at chess if you love the game. Grandmaster Bobby Fischer. I hate chess. I hate chess. I hate chess. World Champion Bobby Fischer.
Oh, hell yeah, man. Look at that shit. Look at that. Look at that. I beat the game chess.
Not only is the novice unable to perceive the board as the master does, but the master cannot perceive the board as the novice does. A master cannot see the bishop on e3, as a chunk of dead wood, any more than you can look at your best friend's face and see a meaningless matrix of colors and shapes. The master once saw the board like this, but now there is no going back. International Master Stuart Rachel's The Reviled Art.
Oh my god. Oh my. Okay, there we go. Come on. Just trying to get a solid line here. There we go. I think. Oh, it's opening. Oh, the cube is opening. Okay. Oh, finally, we get to see what's inside the cube. Oh, Salty Captain Sammy's menu. I've been trying to find this for years. Look at this. Deluxe cheddar mac for only $4. Chicken tendies for $4.50. We don't get these type of deals these days anymore. Holy crap, man. Thank you, Captain. I always knew you would come through for me at some point. Am I missing something here? Did I do something wrong? Well, it worked. Oh boy. No, nothing. Just me. Do they even give out crayons anymore? Good. Like there's probably an upcharge. It shows up on the freaking bill at the end. Excuse me, Miss. What? Why do we have a $5 upcharge on our bill at the end here? Oh, well, you got the crayons. $5 for crayons? Do we at least get to take them home? No, oh, no. Those are the restaurant's crayons. That was a rental fee. That was a rental fee. Oh, ah. More loops. 2 red. Just want to blend a little bit of paint on your brush there. Use your artist's knife. Be careful not to slice into the canvas because you've been basically sharpening it non-stop on your painter's palette. This is a big honking maze, man. Bob Ross paints murder. It's nice to see that there are a lot of people who have had the opportunity to enjoy Bob Ross in the modern era. God. I feel like I'm drowning. Oh, lovely. Okay. We'll try the left wall then. See if this gets me anywhere. What I literally like, you're supposed to be able to put your hand on the right, on the wall, whenever you're in a maze, and just keep following it, even if it's not the most efficient route to get through the maze. It should get you through the maze, you know, find the other end. The hell do you want me to do? If you always hold the left side, you said. Well, it shouldn't matter which wall. You should be able to do it with the right or the left. That's a pretty good trick if you can't see something. If you can't see or something and the house is on fire. Wait, is the house on fire? I don't think the house is on fire. Alright, is there anything of note on the benches that's supposed to help me with this puzzle? I can barely see that book. It is... I mean... I wish I was more on top of a bunch of these puzzles so I could, like, have an even camera on them. Fire safety notes, I guess. So, what if we do this symbol first, and then we do this symbol second? Okay, so the order does matter. is the easiest answer. It's probably wrong. Yep. Okay, so... we did hourglass, arrow, circle. Now we're doing arrow, circle, hourglass. Circle, arrow, hourglass. Arrow. Okay. Arrow, hourglass. Aha. Good job. You avoided a that's what he said. Okay, so you have to do this in a particular order. Circle. Oh, come on. Don't do that to me. Take a picture of that because I feel like this is gonna come in. This is gonna be important for that purple puzzle that I kept failing at. I'm so sorry. I'm not doing more talking. I am. Come on, come on. I am focusing so hard on meticulously drawing crayon lines in this game. Solved all the pages of the great book. Okay, that just started it over. You're chill. Yay! Honestly, I kinda wish that I was chilly. You know why? Because I prefer the cold temperatures to the heat that we're dealing with. Like one of the biggest things that I want to do with my house is replace the entire I want to replace the heat. And
Go on, kid. Don't look at me. Can you hear me? I'm nothing but a rusty chunk of steel. You don't want nothing to do with me.
just a drink and a smoke.
All right, all right. I'll tell you my story. It was June the 8th, 1947, gray morning, slightly foggy. I had my own practice then, and I was living higher than a cosmonaut on a stepladder. My hints were subtle too, real subtle. Back then, they said good old hint button. His hints could steal the tail off a weasel. Then they tossed me in the can. Know what, know why, know how. Those were the mean times, when all the common sense in the world won't make a nickel to buy you a black coffee. I used rope to tie my pants, and pants to tie my shoes. I made do the way a man does, till one day, after stealing the socks off a fireplace, I caught my own look in a puddle of bootleg rye and realized I had to do what I'd never done before. I gave myself a hint. So that's me. I was nothing but a downtown crumb who dreamed of being a whole sandwich. Now I'm just another sloppy Joe. Come back when you got something. Come back when you got a good one. I'll tell you this. When life hauls off and hits me square in the speaker, I don't get mad and I don't give up. Over many nights of thinking hard and drinking hard, up till the morning lighting one cup of Joe with the smoldering butt of the last slug of rum, this is what I learned. When you're up against the impossible and there's no getting through it, you might just have to go around it. Get a look at the back of the box, if you get me. Read the nutrition facts, if and you follow.
NB, I don't know how you managed to do it, but you triggered one of the secret words that I left active. The word was sloppy. Why was it sloppy? I don't know. I don't have the information in front of me anymore. It was one of the secret words to make me do a special painting back whenever we were still doing that. Why was it sloppy? Yuck. What's wrong with the word sloppy? You don't like the word sloppy? This chat would definitely say that, and yet they did not. Yet they did not. Okay, so the crescent, the arrow, crescent, the arrow, the shield. Is the hourglass in this? The hourglass isn't even on this. Okay, so we've got the crescent, the arrow, the shield, the hourglass. Gotta go for the arrow, and then for the spiky thing. Ooh la la. Got it. Aha. Thank you very much for that subscription there, Canopian. It's good to know that I'm worth both your time and your money. Great to have you along for the ride. Welcome to the stream and enjoy yourself while you're here. Huh? Oh, wait, there's an S. Where's the E? Oh. Crap. I can't connect it together that way. Hello, Cortex. How you doing? Woo!
The obelisk of knowledge. The obelisk of knowledge. Still Wixelbite.
Obelisk.
What's the stones of reflection?
It's a penis! It's a penis!
Oh wait, it's a giant cock.
Oh my god! Fuck my life. Of course, that's the way that it would go. Accidentally right, but yeah, That was great. Well, there you go. Whomever made that puzzle is a massive troll. This entire game is a piss take on a game called The Witness, which I played on Saturday. And let's just say that I had a mixed time with that game. Let's just put it that way. I had a mixed time with The Witness. So, what better way than to what better way to enjoy The Witness by finishing up The Looker?
Oh, jeez, dude, I was in a coma the whole time. Whoever did this has gotta be some kind of whiz with the computers. Good stack of pennies. I would never hurt you.
What the fuck, Ethan?
Let's see. Easy one. How's this? Nerd shit. Nerd shit. Now that's a book. One more puzzle before retirement.
The game just closed. It closed with that. Oh my god. I just woke up and am too sober for this. Zouchin, your S word is sarcastic because I think that there's a significant amount of sarcasm in all of that. Oh my god. Whoo! Oh, wait. Oh. God. Whew. Man. Well, there we go, chat. That was The Witness's far better cousin called The Looker. I hope that you enjoyed it. I did. So now what? I am probably just gonna fire up my my Minecraft server, and I'm gonna enjoy a little bit of that. You know? Because why not? Now he drinks more coffee. There's like it's a ration, man. I gotta go for it. I'm actually like moderately annoyed at Current with my coffee situation because I am waiting for for additional coffee to come in. I ordered it like a week and a half ago. Or, well, maybe a week ago now that I ordered it, and it's not going to come in until maybe at the soonest this next weekend, which is a long time to wait for, like, an order of anything, in all honesty. It's a giant cock. Chat. What's the matter, NB? What are you chatting about there? Do you like big cocks and you cannot lie? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Only kind of. I'm sorry. I'm not truly, fully, and completely sorry. You said you were mad, so I said, are you mad at chat? I'm mad? I didn't... Did I say that? If I did say it, I don't remember saying it. Oh, yes, I'm a little bit mad about my coffee situation. Yeah, yes, okay. God, how could I so thoroughly and completely lose the ability to... Man. I say something and immediately forget that I was actually trying to say something. Basically. All the good stuff. All of the good stuff. Anyways, I am in the process of piling up resources elsewhere on the map. That's not what I need to do at all. No. No, my inventory is full. I need to grab this stuff and I need to run out to the location. Ugh. Pfft. Sorry, I had to pick up dog poop. I mean, that just sounds like a metaphor for life itself. Like the type of metaphor that The Witness would have. Let me start up a playlist. We need a little bit of music here. This'll do. Isn't it, though? It really is. Such a metaphor for life. Picking up dog poop. I liked the Looker better. Maybe it's because the Looker was aware of just how pretentious it could possibly be. I mean, part of the reason that it's good is because it was like, yeah, I'm not going to waste your time. I'm not going to try to be quote-unquote clever with the puzzles. I'm not going to, like, completely change the rules behind the puzzles, you know, at the drop of a hat. That's one of the reasons, like, it respects you. It respects you, and it doesn't try to make itself feel smart by making you wrong. If that is a phrase that if that makes any sense. I hope that it makes a certain amount of sense. I got a long run to take, man. Why has the brown angered you so? I mean, that's just it. It's not even brown that it angered me, you know, the color of roasted beans. It's the color of unroasted beans, because that's what I'm waiting on. The green has angered me. Also a fever dream of a guy falling asleep on nerd shit. Yes. Hello, Ace. Greetings. You missed the entirety of the stream for the game that I was supposed to be playing today. I finished the game that I started the stream with already. Minecraft golf cart needed. You're not wrong. Like, I should really have gotten on my horse and come to make the trip out here. Yet I did not, and here I am. Hello, Ratchet. It was a great game. It was a great game. I enjoyed it, man. It was a lot of... It was fun. It had a scant number of puzzles that actually required me to think about what I was doing. But the rest of it was just... It was just fun. Just full fun. You know, the soundtrack that I'm listening to... This cat. Ugh. He sits there. He mews at me. And then I give him the kibble and he walks away. The soundtrack that I'm listening to here is, how to phrase it? Have you ever played a game where it's like, this is an okay game? It is not a great game, but it is an okay game. And you really wish that the game was more than that it was more than just okay. Because that's definitely the situation for me and the game that this soundtrack is from. So, like, the soundtrack that I'm listening to is from a game called Luma Island, which is a fine game. It's a fine game in its own right. It's just... Have you ever played a game that was like a 7 out of 10? Or maybe a 3 out of a 5? And that is the best that you can give it, and yet you feel like it is just a tiny bit from being a 4 or an 8, you know? It's like, yeah, you are just so close to being a 4 out of 5 or an 8 out of 10, but you just just didn't make it, and I don't really know why you didn't make it. Like, I can't look at you and be like, these are the things you should have done instead. For some reason, I'm just playing it, and I'm like, you're so close, and I don't know why you're so close but not there. It's kind of it's disappointing when you run into that, you know? It's so thoroughly disappointing when you run into that. So that's where I'm at. That is the conclusion that I came to with Luma Island. If you wanted to see any of the game Luma Island, you could check out my streaming channel, exclamation VODs, or exclamation VOD, I think. If you wanted to watch it, I made a video for it on my main channel for Luma Island. I also made, like, I think a 5-part Let's Play on my second channel. If you wanted to see more of it, like, I got the game because it was, like, Steam kept suggesting it to me, and I was like, I'm kind of curious. I'm kind of curious about this. I like the art style of it, and that's really the biggest thing that I can say, that I can talk up about the game. It's like, yeah, this is a nice art style. But then, like, the longer that I played the game, the more the flaws that the game, the more its flaws became evident, you know? So I'm playing through the game, and I like, it's one of those games where, oh, like, there are a whole bunch of, like, quote unquote jobs, or professions that you can max out in the game. And it's like, okay, I get what you're doing here. And each profession, like, the first profession that you pick up is very cheap to do. And then the second profession is a little bit more expensive because you have to buy licenses for it. So, and you're running up through these crafting trees and everything, and you finally get to the last step. Every single job, it turns into just something ridiculous, where it's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and, like, I'm gonna be a cook or a baker or something like that. And it's like, oh, okay, the first thing that you need is, you know, like, 10 wheat, you know? And it's like, oh, that's really easy to get my hands on. I can make a loaf of bread, no problem. With all I gotta do is, you know, farm 10 wheat or whatever. And then by the time you hit the end of, like, the final tier, it's like, okay, you must make a, you know, strawberry tiramisu cake. And it's like, okay, how many strawberries does that take to make one cake? 500. And it's like, but you only get, like, at best 10 strawberries a day from, like, a really, really maxed out farm. And the game is like, have fun grinding, you know? Like, it does that with pretty much every job. And I went and I maxed out all the jobs in the game. Like, I picked up all the jobs and I maxed them all out. And I was like, okay, I've done that. And it was as absurdly grindy to get it done, but I don't really see much of anything else. I did that with all of the jobs, and then I decided to finish the main quest line. And it had one of the most sloppy, uninspired endings. And I was like, well, I'm glad that at least, like, at best, the first 2/3, maybe the first 3/4 of the game are pretty decent. And then you get down to that last tiny little bit of the end, and you find out that they kind of ran out of ideas. So they were just like, grind. That's our answer. All you need to do is just grind incessantly. Now that you've reached the end game. I left my shulker box back in the shack. Oh boy. Mushroom, that's what I'm missing. Get your horse. Yeah, you're totally right. I need to grab my horse. I should have some spare fencing around here somewhere, I think. Here we go. Spare fence. No, Ratchet. You came in, you begged for food, and then you walked away when I gave it to you. You're in trouble, mister. Marvel Spider-Man 2 kindly felt like that. Kinda felt like that. Man. Oh, Winston's actually tethered. I didn't... Here, Winston. So, it's a real shame whenever you run into a game with that type of a problem. I played way more Luma Island than I think that the game really deserved of my time, and yet at the same time, I keep thinking back to it because I love its art style. I'm a sucker for really good art style, and I can't really give a good explanation for why some art styles appeal to me and others don't, you know? I mean, I think it was just recently announced Final Fantasy Brave Exvius or something, and it's like 2.5D. That kind of interests me. Like, I have to like readily admit that this basically new pixel art Final Fantasy game that they've decided to make is it's a big deal because it's like it's a full-blown Final Fantasy. You know, admittedly not a mainline numbered entry, but for all intents, it's like, oh, this is a full-blown Final Fantasy in the old pixel art style. You know, this is really cool, and that fundamentally doesn't really like it tickled me initially with Octopath Traveler, and then I played Octopath Traveler and I stopped caring. It's a thing, and I just like, I want to care more about it, but like for whatever reason I just don't care about that style anymore. The look, the art direction is like, that's really cool, but also it's just not doing anything for me now, and I can't give a good answer for why that's the case. You know? I hope what I'm saying makes some semblance of sense. I do remember the Octopath debacle. What do you remember of the debacle with Octopath Traveler? Because I personally I think debacle is an extremely strong word for what it what it was, but it's like it looked way more interesting than it ended up being. That's pretty much all that there was to it for me, at least. That's all that it was. Hence the reason why I never finished it. Didn't you soft lock yourself? If I did, I have absolutely zero recollection of doing so. Like, that's just it. Like it was, I found Octopath Traveler to be so unmemorable that I'm like, what was it about that game? I don't remember. What was it about that game? Like, that's where I'm at with it. Which in a way is like worse than being told that your game is bad. Your game being so unmemorable that people don't remember why they just stopped playing it is way worse, in my opinion. For some reason, debacle doesn't feel like a real word to me, even though I know it is. Oh, there are all sorts of words out there that don't really make a whole lot of sense. Soft lock. I think if I try to remember, I'm trying to remember. I think the way that it worked was that you didn't have to grind for the game. Like, grinding, I think, came into it in some capacity, but I think I couldn't get past some of the bosses, and I was just like, I'm grinding. I am hardcore grinding, and I cannot get past these bosses. What is wrong? And I think, well, what I remember is that I learned that it was less about grinding and it was more about understanding, like, the way that characters' abilities were supposed to combo with particular status effects or something. That's what I seem to recall. It was like it was a situation where your status effects or whatever were what determined how much damage you did. Some sort of a combo system. And I think it just it sat wrong with me that, like, that was the system that they had in place, and they made no effort to explain to you that that's how it worked. It was like, okay, you'd better open the menus and start, like, examining player abilities and like, get out your math worksheet to figure it out. That's what I seem to recall. And whenever I realized that was the system, I was like, I hate this game now, because somebody pointed out to me that it's like, no, it's this combo system that you're supposed to be utilizing. And the game made no effort to teach the combo system to you, I think, which just put the worst taste in my mouth. I was just like, you need to teach the player to play the game. And like, this is the way that you do it, and you didn't bother to teach that. And that really bugged me for no particularly good reason, I don't think, either. So all right, gotta get back to work. See you all later. Hey, it was nice to have you along for the ride, Cortex. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. But that suffice to say, like, Octopath, like, it did something. I don't even remember. I just remember a big manor with a boss you were really struggling with, and you were just stuck in the building running back and forth. I do remember that. I absolutely remember that, like, balcony or whatever that I was running in circles on to just grind. Like, ultimately, what I felt was that the art style is what drew me in, and the mechanics utterly failed at making me care about the game. That was what happened for me. So chat. I have to take so many pills these days. All right. I've got like an entire document here trying to figure out what on earth I need to make. I think the next task is returning to Sideshale, and from there I have to load up on a series of materials and drag them out to the work site. I have a big project ahead of me that I need to, like, run the replay mod to capture a whole bunch of footage for, so it's gonna take me forever to get all of the materials out. A lot of it is just literally sitting there and building stuff and stashing it in a chest. Hey William, did you change your the stream info? Why should I? I can't believe you would insult me as some. No, I'll do that right now. Minecraft. Done. Look at it. I have changed the title of my stream. It is now Minecraft. Well, I didn't change the title. I just changed the game that I'm playing. Would anybody else like to change my Steam info? Anybody who is interested or hasn't heard yet, a series of fresh pictures have been published on the gallery. It would mean the world to me if you would give them a look. Exclamation gallery. I believe it is the last 4 pics are pretty fresh and new. It's so weird to say William because it's my given name and it's weird, you know? You can call me Strife. You can call me Strife, you know? Like, that's the way that it tends to work. I've been called Strife so much in my life because of the fact that it's a name that absolutely just is not... It's not common. It's just straight up not common. I remember catching a little bit of flack whenever I joined the Yogscast because it's like, yeah, that's my name. And they didn't like the sound of just Will because it was like too generic. And then they were like, well, Strife is better, but it also makes it sound like there's drama involving us. And I'm like, well, I don't know what to freaking tell you, man. It's like, I don't have a lot to work with here. Like, Strife is definitely a unique name. You know what? I think I need some normal stone to do some of the crafting that I'm gonna have to do. I'm actually in a situation now where I've drained not a significant amount, but a decent amount of resources have been drained out of the warehouse that I need to start looking into restoring some of the stuff. Back, I had an altercation with some teens. Strife is a stage name, right? Nope, it's my name. It's my name. Ah, damn it, I need wood. I actually come to think of it. Do I have the things that are necessary? How many? Maybe more of them? I don't know. My mind is trying to do like 3 different things at the same time, and it's not working. Some people's families have all the fun. Let's just go ahead and grab up all the stuff that I can here. There is no crafting table in this place. I gotta go across the freaking compound again. Yeah, they just annoyed me so bad. Oh no. Like, to a certain degree, I do not like feeling so annoyed by kids because it also makes me feel... Oh my god, okay. I think what I need are slabs, wood slabs to make this happen. Okay, yep, it's all slabs. It's slabs all the way down. Got what I need. Okay, so that's the composters. Go in and there's a bunch of other stuff that I'm gonna have to make though, so I'd probably well, yeah, I'll keep my hands on it. May as well. I think I'm gonna need more wood, though. Ooh, my word. NB, thank you so much for that cheer. Oh my god, I felt 1,000 years old. Josh laughed at me. Like, there's a really big part of me that's like, oh my god, I'm just turning into the guy that, like, the old man that yells at Cloud. Oh god, what's happened to me? You know, it's just like, I feel like I've aged. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, this is how you make a note block. Yes, okay, that's a note block. So we get 2 note blocks there. I think mine is Old German, word for a specific Polish ethnic group in Denmark or Germany or something. It means coward or anxious. Oh my god. Mine is very Italian. Is it? I can't share it because it would literally just lead back to my family. Oh my. Do things mama your mias, as our friend Goggles is wont to say. Good coffee. I'm guessing he finished The Looker. I mean, The Witness? Yes. Yes, I did. I'll mama your mias, you dork. I mean, is that an innuendo? I'm not entirely certain that it's okay for you to be innuendoing at me. I need a dropper. Okay. I need observers. I need copper. Okay, I think I only needed the note blocks for this. I think I've got all the note blocks that I need. So we'll consider that done. I'll in your endo. Wait, oh my. My flabbers are gasted. You're saying we can't innuendo you? Only if you use a whole bunch of lube, okay? Bad dragon. I'm still astonished that nobody's tried to, like, throw one of those at me, you know? Alright, I have to make comparators, and I think I need quartz for that. Yes, I need quartz for that, so I will not be making comparators here. No, I'm a very good dragon. Because it's expensive. Pets, who's a good dragon? You are. Last time someone tried to get you one, it got lost. I think the last time someone tried to... It wasn't a bad dragon. It was just a generic... It was a generic dildo. That's all that it was, you know? It, along with a, like, Xbox Pro controller, I still don't know what on earth happened to it. Like, I put those things on the list all those years ago as a joke, mostly, and then somebody popped in, bought them, and then, like, three months later came back and was like, oh, hey, what'd you think about the stuff? And I was like, what do you mean? I never got anything. What are you talking about? What did you buy? So... Please tell me in the mail. Context. It's still not in his bum. Please tell me. Oh, well, I mean... Maybe that's the reason why the leather strap isn't coming off the way that it's supposed to. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, my word. Okay, so I did grab all of the powered rails. Should we attempt to get this guy a Moby Huge? I don't know that my asshole can handle that. Copper bulbs. Let's take a look. So it takes a blaze rod. Okay. I think I've got blaze rods here. Yeah, I do. I think that's all the copper bulbs I need. I don't need a whole lot of them. Guess he didn't go for my bits. Stretch. God. You can put your bits in me, just make certain that you lube it up first. I don't want an injury. Oh, I'm being so ridiculous. Okay, next thing I need is a dropper. Not a crop. A drop. One dropper. Oh, that's so easy to make. Okay, that's one dropper done. Need normal rails next. Have some sticks. That's plenty. I wonder if crop and horse crop are related words. Good question. For that matter, why is it that we crop an image? Where did that come from? I'm certain if I looked at the etymology dictionary online, I would be able to find out, but I'm not about to, like, stop and do that. I'm like, I gotta focus on getting this stuff done. Okay, I need at least 4 chest carts, so we'll just make the carts. We are not going to turn them into chest carts, though, because I do not need to do as such. Chest carts are done. I need 2 redstone blocks. Sure, we'll take 3 just to be safe. Redstone blocks are done. I think most of what I need has to come from elsewhere now. I'm gonna go ahead and just get an entire stack of redstone here just to be certain. Let's double the redstone blocks that I need, and that should be close enough to the amount of redstone dust I need. Guessing part of it comes from, like, to cut. It does, comes from crop, which referred to the top of plants, eventually, well, cropping animals' hair or ears. Huh. Produce of the field, etc., appears to be exclusively English. Nothing like something being exclusively English. Right. I need to be mindful of what I'm making trapdoors out of here, so I'm going to go ahead and put the cherry wood back. And I need trapdoors. They're going to be spruce trapdoors. Because despite the fact that I actually do not have as much spruce here as I would expect to, it'll still do the job. Ten trapdoors. How many of these did I need? Okay, I got 7 there. Trapdoors. And then 3 for there. Are there any other trapdoors that are necessary? It looks like that's everything. Okay, so make a little bit more here. I'm just going to make double the trapdoors just to be certain, because you never know when, like, something may end up popping into lava, despite the fact that none of this should really get around lava in any capacity. Okay, so trapdoors are done. Double check on the furnace situation. 18 redstone there. That should be good. 18, then 1 redstone here. That puts us up to 19. How on earth? Thank you. Thank you for telling me. Thank you for the bits. I'm so sorry that you had to do that in order to get my attention. Whoopsie. Whoopsie. I have no clue how I managed to do that, but I definitely managed to mute myself inadvertently. I fell into an etymology hole, and now I have a meeting in a couple of minutes. Oh my. Long con for bits. I mean, listen, I just like it whenever somebody reaches forward and grabs that dice pouch of mine and shakes it and says, maybe I can get a 20 high with you. Sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm totally gonna need this because I have to make a stupid number of cauldrons. Please tell me that the cauldrons stack. Yes, cauldrons stack, thank God. Cauldrons do stack. I'm just blasting through all of my iron for this build here. Okay, that should be enough. That should be enough. It's still quite a bit, but it's enough. I needed 70 cauldrons. I've made 5 more cauldrons than I need, but it's not that big of a problem. Check back later. Bye, y'all. Have a good day. Hey, it was nice to have you along for the ride. NB, if I don't see you again, have a good rest of your day. Speaking of which, is anybody else at the checkout that I just kind of missed? Furnaces. How many buckets do I need? Oh, I think it was 9 times 6 times 2. It's 108, so roughly 2 stacks of buckets. Yeah, so basically 2 stacks of buckets is what I need. Which is, I'm not gonna lie, that's a lot of bucket. That is a lot of bucket. So wait, that's 8 stacks of buckets because they only stack stack to 16. Oh my god, I'm just there's gonna be no iron left here once I'm done. I am just using up everything. Okay, so that is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I am 2 buckets shy. So many buckets. Ugh, so much that I don't have room enough for all the bucket. I'm still alive, just kind of spacing out right now. Isn't it ironic? I get it. I'm not laughing, but I get it. Like, that's all I'm saying. I get it, even though I'm not laughing. Like, all I have for you is head pats. You tried. I need furnaces, but I'm just going to craft those on site. A lot of list items for, like, you know, generic blocks during the construction process. I think I need about 10. Actually, this is full, so there's no point in leaving it out. I think I need about 10 redstone torches. So I'll make some of those. Okay, so feeling pretty good. Redstone torches, there we go. Check that off on the list. Just a cat that wants to see the world burn but then gets the head pats. Yeah, that's kind of the way the cats work, isn't it? You look at the kitty cat, say good kitty cat, then it inevitably at some point you regret saying good kitty cat because they are ultimately not good. Like, they will cause you trouble. Okay, so comparators take a lot of redstone torches. I don't know how much of it I have back at spawn to work with. And then what does it take for observers? More redstone. I'm really low on those materials here. I don't want to draw from side shale any more than I already have. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to head back to spawn and hope that I have the materials necessary to get done what I need doing there. There's always skinny guys. Always skinny guys hanging around. Get out of here. You didn't buy a ticket. And another skinny guy further back in the tunnel put some sand in here. It's gonna send a cart off the rails at some point. No matter what, they're still pretty good at being a cat. You are right. Like, and that's part of the whole deal. Cats will be like terribly annoying and assholes and all that stuff, but that's all part and parcel with being a cat, because like you get that with the like you don't have a cat if they're not both demanding snuggles and like being an asshole. Like that's the way that it works. Cats are gonna be assholes, and then they're gonna want snuggles. And that's just the strange world that we live in, right? I could swear that there was a freaking sand block somewhere along the tunnel. Oh no, wait, is that it? I think I might see it finally. There we go. Hey! Pink Crow! How you doing? Greetings and welcome to the stream! Ay. Alright. If I have to run back the rest of the way, I will. I'm gonna get all of the freaking sand that these endies have laid in the tunnel. Am I gonna get lucky and my, like, minecart has, like, left itself? Because it doesn't have the momentum to get all the way there on its own? Sweet. Thank you very much for the raid. How's everybody doing? Greetings and welcome in, raiders. I hope thine time has been pleasant to this point. What were you playing last? I think I recognize you. Did you raid me previously about after like the Trees Hate You demo? Because that's the vibe that I got. That's not a, well, not a vibe, but like that's what I think my memory. Oh, okay then. So my memory is actually serving me properly as opposed to just betraying me like it does oh so often. Ugh, so noisy. We'll go get a. We'll go grab a speck of food here from the main building. Go ahead and gobble down some rabbit stew from the food barrel. And sleep as well. Memory? What memory? I know, right? Gotta run to get to an interview, but I'll be back after. I'ma keep your stream on my screen. BRB. Hey, you enjoy. Have fun, and good luck. Okay, so the next thing that I have to do is a combination of comparators and observers. Oh my god, I have so much redstone here. I didn't know that I had this much redstone here. Holy crap. Okay, that being the case, we'll just go back and finish this off. This is going to be so much easier than I thought. I was certain that, like, the supply of ores and whatnot here were, like, getting super critical low. Lo and behold, I was wrong. I was totally wrong. So grab 12 redstone torches. Stash the rest of that. Grab some nether quartz. What do we want to do from here? Well, we can make the comparators. Grabbed enough to do 4 of them. And then what was observer? How did I make that? Ah, redstone dust. Redstone dust with cobblestone. So first off, comparators. I had them on my list here. Comparators. I needed 3 of them. I've made 4. I need 2 observers. So I've made 4 of them. There's nothing wrong with having a little bit of extras. And I'm feeling like I've actually got everything at this point. Like I'm really strongly feeling that I might actually have found everything that I need, and I've got it in the inventory, and it's just a matter of getting it where it needs to be. God, that's a lot of it. Ender eyes. Memory? What memory? Oh, don't you know? Like it's your memory of good times. And by good times, I'm specifically referring to the moments in which you have been capable of looking at my my gallery of photography, and your eyes just kind of popped out of your head because what a sight you got to see, right? This is a thing that people get, right? I'm not just like imagining that people are like having their eyes pop out of their head because they got to see me in like states of undress. I'm not giving myself too much credit, am I? I hope I'm not. Oh, I know this other streamer. Wait, what? Oh, okay, Zal. Just, you confused me for a moment there. I think Pink stepped away just as soon as they raided, which is okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Pink is she, her, if I recall correctly. You're wrong. Pink is a musical artist. There's a difference. Pink also taught me the value of the line "instigator of underwear." Okay, so we have components and equipment. Oh, I didn't mean to hold on to that. That nether quartz, but I did accidentally, it seems. We have normal stone in addition to a bunch of other stuff. There's all the buckets. Go ahead and grab up. All right, now I'm very hopeful that I've got this correct and I haven't forgotten anything. Because like this is going to be an enormous building project that I'm going to have to get to. It'll be like it's not going to be something that I stream because it wouldn't make a whole lot of sense for me to stream it given what I'm going to be getting up to. But I think I finished it. I think that I finished it. What is this game stuttering for? There's nothing new out here. Did I... Okay, yes, I did. I did find the edges of the build. So I know where the platform's gonna go. It's like, it's a little bit important for me to know where the platform's, like, level points are and whatnot. And to be starting on that note instead of something different. Because the structure is... Well, just knowing where everything is gonna go on the structure is a really, really important thing. So... Did I... Okay, yeah, the scaffolding is in here. That's good. I don't know why it's in here, but it's in here. I left a bunch of random scaffolding sitting around the premise here. If there's scaffolding left standing around, I need to take care of it. Another open source of lava here. Oh. Okay, well that's staying where it's at because it marks the corner. It's a lot harder to catch or find. And where was it that was this the level that I wanted it to be on? I feel like this is the level that the facility is supposed to be on, and like this layer is supposed to get ripped out. I gotta like lay a bit of foundation and some lighting down there. I'll figure it out. Okay, so pretty well certain that that's everything that I needed to do. We're gonna hit the road. We're gonna head back where we came from, because that should be everything to get supplies out to the work site. Now it's just a matter of like actually finding the time and dedicating all of the effort to it, because like it's gonna be a large facility. It's gonna be intensive. Oh my god, I just realized there are a couple of things that I did forget. I forgot to grab moss, and I forgot to grab something else. God, what was the other thing? Moss and... soul sand. Yes, moss and soul sand. I have returned with coffee and some chocolate cake, so my hand will be busy helping me indulge in said cake. I mean, you guys don't see my hands for most of the stream. You don't know if I'm indulging myself in a different way all stream long. This is the edge that never ends. Yes, it goes on and on, my friends. Sadly, it is time for me to leave on account of the adultness I must do. Oh, well, I mean, given the topic that we're on right now, I know exactly what that adultness is. Alright, chat, would you believe if I told you that I actually have a need to visit the bathroom because I've drank a whole bunch of coffee? Whether you believe it or not, it is true. Well, Ace, in any case, why don't you go ahead and enjoy the rest of your day going into work on a Monday, because we both know that's what you live to do. To work on Mondays. It's your favorite thing. Favorite thing ever. And as you get up and shuffle out, I am going to go ahead and take a very brief break here to take care of some business. Fine. Jeez. All right. I'll be right back. Ooh, I've returned. Hello and greetings, one and all. I am back with my fancy pants. My fancy pants have returned. I hope you are satisfied with this update, for there shall be many more updates about my fancy pants. Just stirring my coffee. Because why not? Okay. With that all done, I think the next thing I'm going to fill my time with is heading out to, I'm going to head back to Sideshale. I shall head back to Sideshale, and from there, I shall... Like, I've got to work on... Wait, no, I don't want to head to Sideshale. I need to head to Crossroads. I have the cutest pussy cat. Go ahead and keep that quiet for a moment now. It's just a matter of getting myself back to Crossroads. I need to load up on wool. Because what I need to do is have a supply of... I need to have a way to trade or sell off a whole bunch of black dye to workers at Crossroads. Well, I need a way to trade a whole bunch of black dye to workers at Sideshale. But in order to do that, I need a truckload. I need a mountain. An utter and complete mountain of wool. But that, getting enough wool is literally just a game of... It's a waiting game, because I have an automated system at Crossroads to make all of the wool necessary. But I just don't have any workers. But like I've pretty much exhausted all the wool there. So just wait around for the system to operate. And while I'm there, I suppose I'll put some work into making certain that there's all sorts of other things that I can get done. I've got other farms and builds that I want to get done for my for various areas in the world. It's just a question of, like, do I build this farm in an existing location, or do I go out and make a new location for that farm, right? And part of me is like, no, you should probably just leave the farms. Stick to using the farms in, like, build what you can into what already exists. And, like, if it's a farm that doesn't work somewhere else, then, like, actually go out and change that, you know? Like, something that I have to get done is I need to build up a bone meal farm. That's going to be an entire aspect of the facility that I'm going to be working on. Like what I was collecting up all of those supplies for and, like, putting them inside of a little shack. All of those supplies are going to serve the purpose of the construction of a new purpose-built facility. And one of the things that purpose-built facility is going to be capable of doing is making an absurd amount of bone meal. Like, it'll be fully capable of making an absurd amount of bone meal, fully automated as well. Hello, Pink Crow. How you doing? Welcome back. I hope that your interview thing was good. Anyways, like, I've got a purpose-built facility coming along, and I don't know whether or not to build some of the new things in different locations, or to have those purpose-built facilities elsewhere, you know? Welcome back, Pink. How are you, sweetie? My word. Getting a little bit flirtatious up in here. You know, for as boring as it is to just wait for these tunnels, to coast through these tunnels, I still love the way that I managed to make them look. Like, I really, really like the way that the train tunnels on this server look. A lot of the train tunnels look freaking amazing. I'm they, them, honestly, but most people don't like using its/thing like I desire, but I'll go with with that, or she, her, if needed. How unique. That is... Can't say that I've run into much of that. Can't say I've run into much of what you just described there. Okay. Man, the ceiling in this basement is also really kick-ass. God, I love the way that this place looks. Okay, so I came out here literally... Right, I'm just out here to AFK. That's pretty much it. I'm out here to AFK. I have to go sleep because the villagers are now sleeping. Resetting my spawn point is probably not a half bad idea. I'm doing all right. Just walked to where I'm trying to get a job, and they rescheduled it to Friday. Oh, lovely. That's not discouraging. Like, at all. Okay, so first things first, let's just take a look at what on earth we have sitting around here. Okay, we do have wool. I need to take all of that. I'm not allowed to leave this place unless I have, like, an inventory bursting at the seams with just normal old wool. Because this is necessary. I have to... The problem is that you can get black dye as a trade. That is what I'm ultimately after, and I need a whole bunch of villagers to do black dye as a trade. But you get these two trades at level 1, and then once you level them up, they lock in, and then they roll the random dice to figure out whether or not you're going to get black dye. And if the villagers don't have black dye, then it's just like, oh, okay, you're not any use to me, and I need to dispose of them. It's not particularly humane, but it's a video game, not that big of a deal. It's just a video game that I'm trying to optimize, and so I have to wait for these sheep to eat the grass underneath them, which they then immediately get sheared by the automated system. It all gets picked up and deposited. So everything should be fine. It's just an enormous waiting game. That's all. It's just an enormous waiting game, and I get to stand around and do basically nothing at all. They just told me to walk in today, so I guess it wasn't scheduled, but still, I just want to get away from where I am now. Man. I understand that. I understand that quite well, and I can only wish you the absolute best in that on that front. I hope you get what you desire, friend. Thank you. I hope so too. I just need something to help me with the bills, so I can attempt to get a license for a farmer's market. Really? A license for a farmer's market? You want to sell at a farmer's market? That is not something that I'm really used to hearing people say. Well, I guess one thing that I can do right now is I can cull the herd of chickens, because I have a lot of chickens here. Whoop. So many chickens that I think that they are escaping the pen because of their numbers and quantity. Alright, let's check to make certain. Nope, nothing to really repair. So this culling is going to be mostly pointless. It's going to be a waste for the experience at the very least. I'm just going to keep culling around the gate until they're not a problem anymore. Because I don't want any of them getting out. Yep, see? They tried to get out. They're troublemakers, man. I'm telling you, they're troublemakers. I gotta be quick about this too, because I don't want the I don't want their drops to despawn on me. Come to think of it, did I just see a cat? Is there a cat in here that I didn't know about? Okay. Crap. All I can really do is just dump things in various barrels around here. Because there's going to be too many eggs, ultimately. There's always a problem with too many eggs. Here we go. Grab an extra barrel. Ugh. God, I'm hungry. I can't run. Alright, that'll do. Right. I've murderized all of the chickens. Just pick up everything that I possibly can here. Woo! So it's full up already? Oh my god. It's full up already. God, I have so much that I still have to take back to the... I need to collect up all those eggs. So much slaughter. I mean, it's factory farming for you, you know? Not meant to be nice and pleasant. Just very, very profitable. Alright, collect the rest of it up. Alright, the pen is empty. Fantastic. Now that the pen is empty, we just turn that bad boy on. I'm just gonna go ahead and... I'm gonna get rid of all of the eggs that I picked up already, as such. And this is how we repopulate our little slice of chicken heaven. Where is this chicken hell? I think this might actually be chicken hell. Like I can continuously like just dump things into here. Our main objective is to just grab up all of these eggs and make certain that they get used up first. I assume this is not the latest update since the chicks aren't all cutesy. No, this is not. Like, I was working on, like, trying to create... I was working on a project a long time ago. And I just kind of, like, stalled out on finishing that project. And for that reason, I haven't updated my world. This is still 121.1. And I think we're currently running version 26 now. So there's a bunch of stuff that still needs to get done. That I'm just like there's a lot of stuff that I need to add in, and what I really need to do is just sit down and finish writing the script for what I was trying to get done. I've been, like, the script has been outstanding for 2 years, man. It just hasn't. I just haven't done it. And part of it is because, like, the script very quickly, it spiraled into, like, being a very vast, complicated thing, basically. Like, one of those types of scripts where it's like, oh, no word can be wasted. Like, the ending has to be known before you actually, you know, start working, before you film anything. The whole script is finished, and, you know what the ending is, so that you can, you know, make all of the words at the start have meaning and sense and stuff like that. And, like, I realize now that that's probably not something that I'm built for. I'm not really capable of doing that effectively, especially given the time frame that I'm on already, for how long it's taken and how just, like, lacking in motivation I am for it, I guess. Alright, I'm a lot less concerned about getting these eggs out now, because... How's this looking? This thing is faster than it actually seems. It seems awfully slow, but it is just so freaking steady. It actually chews through stuff very quickly. So what we're going to do instead of continuing to huck eggs is we're just going to walk away from this and let the machine do its job. And instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to collect up berries. Because again, like, I'm mostly just doing busy work at the moment. My goal here is not so much to run around and do this stuff as much as it is to just basically be present so some of the automated systems can operate. Because, you know, that's the way that the world works. If you're not in the area, then the stuff isn't loaded and it doesn't do its, like, passive work or job or whatever. Honestly, the berries could be fully automated, but I would have to track down foxes and then, you know, I would have to track down foxes, capture them, get them into the proper little cages and whatnot, and that's just so much work. It's not necessarily that it's not worthwhile work, but entities have a habit of vanishing in Minecraft if you're not careful with how you build it. So for that reason, I'm like, I don't know, this seems like it requires a lot of, like, entity manipulation, and I don't know how I feel about having that as, like, the backbone of a farm, you know? It gives me pause. Is this thing still working? Like, is the cart downstairs still operating? I haven't checked down in the gut work of these things in so many of these things. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. Yeah, she's working. She's working, no problem. It's just, once again, a scenario of not enough time given to the machines in the area for them to do their job. So, go ahead and stash these berries, take a nap. I don't think that I really need to take the nap. I think that I've got, like, more than enough. Like, I don't think any of the automated farms cease to operate just because it's nighttime. And I don't think that there's any significant change in, like, efficiency whenever they're during the day versus during the night for them. Heck, given the chance, given the fact that all I'm doing is trying to get a whole bunch of wool, there's a pretty decent chance that whenever I stop the stream, I'll just leave the server up with my character idling inside of the building here. And be like, yeah, just, you know, let it sit for a bit. It'll catch up to itself or whatever. There's a really good chance that thing is getting close to empty now. Not as empty as I would have expected it to be. What I care about most is just getting this barrel up right now. Okay. And then I gotta empty these. And oh, I have backup barrels here already. Okay, I did not know that that was the case. Every day, you learn something new, right? Alright, put this other barrel away. Ay, 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 that's a lot. Holy moly. I think that the farms here are done. So I could probably run the wash system on this. Like, it's gonna take a hot minute for it to filter through, but I think I've got, this is the reseed product that I left behind from the previous time that I did this, so we'll just head downstairs. I'm probably gonna have to grab out my hoe though. It's gonna just like completely trample the seeds arbitrarily. You getting a lot of popcorn in there? You enjoying watching this? This area actually is a product of See, I knew that would happen eventually. This area is actually the result of an entire series that I did with Tevla, my compatriot. Like the construction and the purpose behind this entire place. Like it was done in a semi-story driven, semi-let's play series that we enjoyed together. If you're curious about that, you can type in exclamation YouTube to see the series. It's called Crossroads, hence the name. I keep calling this place Crossroads. Gotta try to sell my old content, you know? Make certain that people are interested in going into the back and being like, oh, look at all this other great stuff that the person made, you know? I used to do a much better job of it. Like I'm pretty relaxed about it these days. Right, carrot time, baby. I really should go back to your old stuff, but at the same time, the new stuff is great. Oh, man. It's just so weird to know that Crossroads is old. Because Crossroads was like... It was a project that we started, and it didn't feel like it was working out, so we just stopped working on it. And then like a year, maybe even 2 years later, we went back and we were like, let's just go back and finish it. Let's just go back and finish it. It feels like we've got a lot more figured out, and we can do all of that stuff, you know? Like I feel the Crossroads ended up coming together because it was like, I think we sat down and recorded something like 3 or 4 episodes. It's like a 12 or a 13 episode series. And when we stopped recording, it was like really recently after we moved in together. And I feel like that put like a unique or undue type of stress on our relationship that we weren't ready for to some degree. Crossroads is 10 episodes, 4 years old. Twin Towns is 7 years. Yes, Twin Towns would be when Tev and I were dating, but it was before we had moved in together. Your Fallout stuff, always fun to listen to Fallout stuff. Twin Towns is also old. Man. Time just flies, you know? Time just straight up flies. All right, I'm a little bit worried that I overwhelmed the wash system with how much material I pushed into it. So we're just gonna... Ah! Okay, well, it looks like I think that I definitely overwhelmed the wash system, and some stuff may have despawned since. Because this is a really, really small haul that I seem to have here. I think what happened was I ran the system. I pushed too many buttons at the same time. I pushed too many buttons at the same time, and I have nowhere near as much as I should. But whatever the case may be, we're just gonna grab up enough to do the reseeding here. It's gonna be 2 stacks of potatoes, 2 stacks of carrots. Like, look at that, only 2 stacks of wheat. That's really, really small. Like, something had to have gone wrong there. So, okay, 2 stacks of wheat seeds, 2 stacks of beetroot seeds, and that's it. The rest of this comes with me. I'll have to come back at some point. Oh, ay Dios mío. There's not enough space for me to store all of this. I guess it's just gonna go back. A lot of this produce is it doesn't have a place in storage, so it'll just have to go in the chest over here. Seeds will come with me though. I'm getting all turned around so easily today. What's hard to believe is that Twin Towns here started, or not Twin Towns, Crossroads here started before they changed the lighting system for the game, where it was like, yeah, that like you need less light to prevent your base from turning into just, you know, a creeper party. Oh, wee. There we go. Okay, so do I have a place to put poisonous potatoes here? Because I get the distinct feeling that I do not. Oh, no, wait, I do. Okay, well, I stand corrected. And I don't need to have the hoe out of storage right now. Okay. There's basically nothing left for me to do. Oh, wait a minute. The chicken pen. I need to give that chicken pen a second look. Almost Falgoch. And to believe, like, the next task that I have in front of me is just building another large facility. It's just like, it never ends, in all honesty, with this game. I'm never truly finished. There's always something else that I'm ready to do with this game. There we go. Okay, she's all finished. All of the eggs that are necessary are in the system, and it's just a matter of waiting for these chicks to grow up and refill the whole system up. How long is it going to take? You know, this entire system will probably be fine if I just AFK here for... Like, I gotta, like, pack up and go to work, like, I gotta be out the door to get to work on time in about an hour. So maybe I just, you know, leave my character AFK for you know, the day. It's gonna be like a 6 or 7 hour period, you know? Everything gets to just sit for 6 or 7 hours. That's probably long enough for all of the automated farms here to run and do their thing and, like, fully max out again. Because that's what the whole point is, you know, they need to max out. End up in a situation where, you know, the collection system is just so jam-packed full that it's not doing anything. It's been, you know, fired off and triggered so many times over. Ah, here's the spot where where lightning struck in. I think I had was it a creeper problem? There was something destroyed a bunch of blocks. I can't remember if it was a creeper or if it was lightning. I think it was lightning because creepers leave ginormous holes wherever they go off. This is a pretty decent sized pumpkin farm back here. What are the chunk borders on this place? It almost feels like the structure was built purposefully to be within the chunk, within a specific set of chunks. That is definitely not the case, though. Because if one, I remember not bothering with chunk borders and understanding where they were whenever I made this place. Nowadays, I try to think about like alignment with the chunk borders for optimization purposes. All right, well, the last thing that I'm gonna do, that I'm gonna wait for, is for this this chicken farm to finish hucking all of its eggs, and then I'm probably gonna stop because there's not much to do at that point. That and the fact that, like, one of the necessary things I have to be mindful of is that I need to save, quit, back the server up, and then jump back in if I'm going to AFK, because lightning has struck a couple of times on the server and wrecked things, right? And I don't like it whenever lightning strikes and wrecks my builds, but that's just like... That's just a fact of reality in Minecraft these days. It's like, yeah, you know, lightning strikes are a thing. They don't go away. They stick around. Like, you have to contend with them. I could put lightning rods in. I don't know where I would put them. I try to be mindful of, like, placing them in good locations. But without having the lightning system, a series of lightning rods around to take care of that, it's for the best that, like, if I come back after an extended AFK session and something has burned down because because lightning came through and started a fire while I was gone and busy, I need to be able to say, well, at least it was only like a 5 or 8 hour AFK session where I didn't actually do anything. I just sat still. It's easy enough for me to roll back the server in that case, because it's just AFKing, right? It's just AFK. It's not that big of a deal. Oh, how far along is this bad boy? Nearly done. There's still a decent amount of space left on this, on the grounds here for me to build something new as well. Like, I've done double duty over here. I put the berry farm on top of the sugarcane farm. So, you know, like, again, double duty, not that complicated, but there's still extra space. Like, this is the pumpkin farm back here. I could definitely build something back here, but I would want it to be low profile, you know? Like, this is a low profile farm. It is fully manual. I wouldn't want to, like, build up a structure, like, anything even close to looking like this. What the fuck are you doing out of your cage there, pal? Like, I wouldn't want to build anything like this on top of this farm. Anything that I could build on top of this type of a farm, it would have to be, like, really, really minor and unimportant, I guess you could say. I can't build anything on top or underneath this. Like, these are the two collection systems for both the wool and for the pumpkins and stuff. Like, it doesn't have to be this way, but this Crossroads absolutely is like my go-to location on the server to farm materials and also like repair a bunch of my gear when the time comes. I can't really build anything on top of these farms because there's the entire purpose of having the glass roof is so that I know exactly what is going on with the growth. So all that leaves me with is the front, and the front is very much so made to be ornate. At the very least, the space right out here in front is not getting changed, right? Like, the space out front in this one space, because you can tell that it's shaped like a tic-tac-toe board, you know, like it's a 3x3 grid. Like, there's space here for like the two groves out front could be replaced by some form of farms. The question is, like, what type of farms would I build? And is that farm worth building on a size this large, or is it better served to be like, no, there's no need to build a farm super large. Like, I could get away with, you know, like 4 small farms in this area, or maybe if the farms are that small, like there's that little gap between the sugarcane farm here and the chicken farm, you know, like I could feasibly move the cows, or the cows could just hang out on top of a different farm that's down underneath it. Like, I could probably get away with building a miniature farm underneath this for, like, cactus dye or something. If that statement makes any amount of sense. Cactus dye. What a farm. What a name for a farm. These chickens keep escaping, and it's bothering me. I'm not gonna lie. It's bothering me. Okie dokie. I can hear the clicking. The system is empty. And the chickens are growing up, and they are slowly and surely producing additional eggs that are going to fill this up ultimately, and then I'm going to have, you know, a task on my hand of moving all of those eggs into these barrels in the chest eventually. But that appears to be everything for me. Now it is a matter of me just kind of coming back to the facility and just kind of sitting idle, you know, in this space right here, and letting the game just run. But before I can do that, I have to come in here, save -ALL, hit enter, close that out. Yep, okay, that's done. And I come back. Back it up, make a copy. And then relaunch the server so that I can just run it AFK for several hours, you know? Just leave this on while I'm at work, don't worry about it. All right, yeah, and there we go. Okay, chat, listen, you've been a wonderful and a lovely audience. This has been a very quiet, sleepy stream. A sleepy Monday. It's been a sleepy Monday, plain and simple. You got to see me and my pretty face and my pretty panties on the back wall there again, like always. Thank you so much for coming along for the ride, everyone. It's been lovely to entertain you today. Thank you so much for the subscriptions and the cheers that I got today. You're a great and wonderful audience, and I hope to see all of you again on Saturday at 12 noon U.S. Central. I don't know what type of a game that we're going to be switching over to, but it's feeling like it's about time for me to switch to another game that is going to be a bit of a long haul for us. So getting into the nitty-gritty of a bunch of stuff. Until then, though, I hope that you all have a wonderful and a happy week. Take care of yourselves. Stay happy, stay healthy. Stay cool for most of you, because I know many of you are in the Northern Hemisphere. Until next, for those of you in the Southern Hemisphere, you know what to do. Start a fire. Until then, I will catch all of you later on Saturday. I'm William Strife, and I'm out for the day. Catch you later.